Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is filled with so many fun things going on. I'm having a giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I'm also doing a collab with ClassTimeCouture. Her name is Daisy and she's from Oklahoma. She just finished her first year of teaching as well, and we are so similar. Now, I taught science and social studies my first year to 3 classes, and she taught ELA her first year to 3 classes as well. Now, she did 5th grade, I did 4th grade, but we still have different sides of the spectrum. Also, this coming school year, I'm switching to math and science, so my focus will really be math. What's going to happen here today is I'm going to share my favorite math Teachers Pay Teachers resources, and once you're finished watching my video, go check out her channel, and she is sharing her favorite ELA TPT resources, because obviously I haven't purchased any ELA because I don't teach it. So to give you 2 sides of the spectrum, we are coming to you with both of our channels together. And if you are new to my channel, hello, my name's Brianna. Thank you for coming by. I hope that you can learn something, find something interesting, just get something out of this video and all of my other ones. If you are interested in the giveaway, that will be at the end of the video. So let's just jump into my favorite math Teachers Pay Teachers resources first. So the biggest thing I have ever purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers is a guided math bundle. Now, I'm not necessarily doing guided math in my classroom. I'm doing bits and pieces of many different types of math because that's just how I work. Sorry if you can hear the thunder outside, but this purchase was kind of hefty. I promise the rest of them aren't this much, but this resource is packed with so much stuff that even if you don't use all of it, I think it's definitely worth it. So I got the 4th grade guided math bundle from Thrifty in 3rd grade. It is originally $128, but it is always on sale. Right now it's on sale for $96, and I happened to purchase it for a little under $70, I believe. I bought it during the Teachers Pay Teachers sale. So if you wait around for that, that's when those bigger purchases are definitely worth it. And I'm really excited about it. So now before I jump in, of course, all of these resources are going to be linked down below so you can find them and check them out for yourself. So what I did is I broke up all of the quarters into 4 different binders. So it's already basically mapped out for you. If you have freedom to do your math in whatever order you want, and you either don't know how to do it or want an idea for the order, well, it's already completely laid out for you the entire year. And it's so awesome. Now, unfortunately, with benchmarks and the way end of grade testing falls in North Carolina, we have to stick to a certain pacing guide. So I had to jumble a few of these lessons around, but this is here as a guide for me. I'm using this as a guide. I am enhancing the lessons. I'm doing different things with them, but it comes packed with so many great things. So there are a bunch of outlines for what is actually in each quarter and each unit, and it comes with vocabulary. This is one of the main reasons I purchased this one, because the vocabulary is colorful and it comes with the definitions, and I've laminated them and cut them out, and I'm planning on putting them on some kind of focus wall in my classroom in a pocket chart to display the vocabulary. I really want to have a strong push on math vocabulary this year, because I feel like when I was reviewing math with my kids last year for end of grade testing, when we switched to review mode, there was a lot of things that they couldn't remember, like perimeter versus area. So I want to make sure that vocabulary is something that is definitely happening and on display in my classroom. So I've went ahead and cut all these out. Now how I have them organized is I got this clear pocket. As you can see, there's a button and it fits right in the binder. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I have all of the Unit 1 vocabulary in that pocket, and the rubber bands separate each unit. There's 4 units in the first quarter, so I just separated them by tabs. Like I said, there's a lot of different planning pages that lay out either the bundle as a whole or each separate unit, so you can easily go through and find something. And like for instance, this unit goes up to the billions. I only teach basically up to the 100,000s. We stop at 1 million, so I could already cut back on a few lessons, which is really nice since we have a lot to teach in 4th grade and not enough time. So the vocabulary comes in black and white version and color, so you can print it on cardstock if that's more feasible for you. She also included different posters based on the vocabulary in each unit, so you can either print them on a regular size cardstock, or if you can go to Staples or Office Max, Office Depot, or maybe your library even does it, you can like blow these posters up and display them in your classroom. I really love the colors she used. Now the lesson plans are laid out so nicely. She gives the week, the day, the unit, the standard, vocabulary, objective, materials, questioning, which the vocabulary words, she also provided these questions in those strips as well, which I really like. The lesson, remediation, enrichment, and additional optional resources in case you need even more. So that is a ton. Like I said before, I'm not using this lesson directly. I think especially with it being my first year of teaching, I was not taught to teach with textbooks, and also I don't even have a teacher's manual. The other teachers do from previous years, but they don't give them to us anymore, so I needed something to go off of to get my ideas flowing. What I'm using each of her lessons for is to find a basis of what the standard actually means. I'm using it to help me like break down the standards and say, oh, that's what I have to teach during this lesson. How I plan to do my math block is have a brief 5-minute number talk every day in the beginning, which is also a school initiative. I think it's a county initiative as well, so I have to do that, but of course I would love to do that anyway. And then I'm going to do a 15 to 30 minute mini lesson depending on the topic, where I introduce the material in not only a hands-on way, but also a real-world example. After the mini lesson, I want to have 3 20-minute station rotations, centers, and then a small come together at the end, exit ticket, done. And one of those rotations is going to be meet with me. And obviously every group won't meet with me every day, but my lower groups, I've set it up where they will meet with me twice a week. So with that being said, I'm taking these lessons and seeing, oh, okay, this is what I have to teach. And I'm using that aspect in some way, but I'm also bringing in many other resources. Now with these lessons, there are also practice pages for every single day. So you can either use this in class or as homework. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I'm not a worksheet person at all. I know some aspect of math has to be part of that though, so I'm not sure if I will be using these as independent practice in class or as a homework page. But it also comes with the extension activities, which don't necessarily have to be extension activities because I'm using them for centers. If you watch my previous planning vlog, the one I just posted, I talk about this page with the rolling dice and writing the number in every form. The puzzle pieces that I made, the template is in here that I got the idea from. Again, sorry about the thunder. There's also this thing that I absolutely love and I think is so important, that kids explain their thinking through writing in math. If they're not able to write down what the problem is or how they're solving it, then they don't fully understand it. So she's included a lot of like, write a letter to your friend on how to convert a number from standard form to word form. Or I guess it's not really converting, just rewriting, but you know. And then the remediation part is things you can use in your mini lesson, like little interactive notebook things, little flip flaps. There's some spinner activities. It's literally filled with so many things and it covers every single standard. And you can take these things and do whatever you want with them. Like I've already gotten the idea from it and changed it and made it my own thing. So it goes through that for every single standard in the 4th grade math. And I believe she has 3rd grade and 5th grade as well. So definitely look into that. But I am so excited for this. It also comes with assessments and answer keys. Now, I'm not going to be able to use the assessments completely since she covers a little bit of different things than I do, so maybe I'll have to change it up a little bit. But also, actually, I can't use them as tests because we have to use a certain website for our tests in my school. I can use them as quizzes though, which is nice. And that is just really helping me pace out. And I feel like this whole video has been about that, but that's basically like my thing right there. Like I love that so much. Now, since I'm doing centers, I need a lot of other just resources. So I wanted to be able to open something and be like, okay, here is a center I can pull out and do. This binder filled with a huge centers bundle. This is the 4th grade math centers all standards bundle by Blair Turner. It is originally $42 and right now it's on sale for $28. And basically in here, she has a fun little game or some task cards, some type of center for every single standard. I haven't looked through this whole thing yet, to be honest, but I have created this first game. So it's very diverse. She has like a board game in here. She has the task cards in here. She has, let's see, spinner activities in here, more task cards. A lot of it is task cards, but that's very helpful. Spinner activities. So it was a variation of different center activities, and that's why I jumped on it, just to give me the ideas. And now I have it to get ideas from, use them, create more things from it. So that's another thing I've purchased. I also got the Quick Checks 4th grade Common Core Math from her as well. And those I may use more as quizzes because I've looked at them and I love how they're laid out because they have the standard at the top. But the problem is the standards at the top, I break down the standard for the whole week sometimes. So my kids aren't going to be able to fill out the whole thing. I really liked the layout of it. It also comes with student data tracking forms and other forms that you can use for the math classroom. And it was just $10. So that's a cheap one that I'm sure most people can afford. Another thing I'm really excited about that I actually don't have at home because I can't really plan with it is the math intervention binder. I got this from Ashley Benoit, the Teacher's Treasure Chest, and it was $28.50. I think I bought this on sale as well. But It's the 4th grade math intervention binder. I believe she has other grades as well. And what you do is you put all of the pages in page protectors, and when a child is struggling with a concept and you're pulling them for a small group, well, you can flip into your math intervention binder, and there is several different ways to do division. So if one way isn't working for that child, then you can try a different way and see if that clicks, and then see if you can go back to the other way. Because I know with Common Core, they have to be able to understand each different way to solve a problem. But at least if they're struggling with something, with this resource, you can find something else to give them that idea. I also saw, I think it was in the comment section of that resource, but if you either have an assistant or a parent volunteer that does your small groups, this is a great binder to hand over to them, because it's already prepped. You don't have to print out a bunch of worksheets or anything, because it's reusable with an expo marker and an eraser. And it gives them the directions. So if they're not sure how to do something, then it's easily accessible right there already. You don't have to go through the process for making it for everything. So I thought that was awesome, and it comes with every standard as well. The last thing that I plan on using in my math classroom is from Creatabilities, and I've actually watched her webinars, and it was pretty much a professional development. I watched one on centers, and I watched one on, it was like open-ended questions, I believe. When you watch her webinars, she gives you great discounts on her Teachers Pay Teachers products. So I got a deal. I think I paid $30 for her 4th grade place value math centers and the ebook bundle. So the ebook comes with different forms. So she talks about different ways to plan centers and templates to use to organize your groups. Also, kind of like something you can place in your planner, month at a glance, but for centers. I thought that was awesome. She also has math center contracts, and this all comes in the ebook, which I plan on giving to my kids, because my principal, he always talks about how he gave his stepson this contract, or he tells this story about how when parents come in talking and have a meeting about their child's not behaving at home, and maybe there's a step parent involved, and how do they make this work, and they're looking for advice. What he always says is, if you make a contract and agree on this contract with the child and show them if they want to be able to play with their friends, then they have to make sure their room is cleaned. If they want to have video game time, then they have to do their chores, which is take the dishes out of the dishwasher and take out the trash. And if they're not following the rules, then a way to help get them not mad at the adult is take out the contract and say, this is between you and the contract. It's not between you and me, because you said you would do this and now you're not. So I plan on implementing something like that in my classroom with the Math Center contract. Since my classroom is going to be very self-directed with my students, I need them to be responsible and on task. So that is important. Along with that, she has this anchor chart you can create, my job and your job. So talk about what I'm supposed to do as the teacher and what they're supposed to do as the students. That's something I plan to do a lot this year, to really emphasize our different roles and to take away that friendship. There's also math centers look like and sound like, which I love. The Letter Classroom, Bridget Spackman does that a lot with all of her procedures. This is what it sounds like. This is what it looks like. I think Tina Beitler does it too. So those are some things that come in the ebook. It also comes with like suggestions on how to run your centers, how to plan your centers, how to group your centers, what kind of activities to do in your centers, all those different things. Her center bundle I really like because, first of all, she has a table of contents. This is not the whole thing at all, but she lays it out for you. She has different templates of dice. So blank ones, dotted ones, There's the like diamond triangle ones, all of these different kinds of dice that you can create if you need them. And this is where I got one of my center activities. This is a little bit different than task cards because it's just number cards. And I actually plan on making these smaller and fitting 2 sets on a page because they are, as you can see, very large. And this is kind of a big card for a kid to hold in their hand. So she has number cards, and it comes with all of the labels for however you want to store it, which is awesome. There's long labels and there's square labels. Like, bless you, thank you. She has just like different games with like templates that you just wouldn't think of. Now this is another one that I haven't fully looked through yet, but these are just awesome. Like, and they come with direction pages, and sometimes I change these up a little bit. Like, I take the directions and make them my own if I would plan on the kids doing it a different way. But here's just like a set of all number cards. Oh, different graphic organizers, which are love. Graphic organizers are bomb, guys. Other kinds of like matching games cut out these cards. So I'm just thrilled to use this stuff in my classroom and update you guys on how it actually works. If you are skeptical at all, this pack also came with a free bonus. It's called Connect 5 Multiplication Fact Fluency Game 1x1. Now, I got this for free when I watched her webinar, but I'm sure it's available for purchase. Just another way to practice math facts. And one of the centers I plan to have is math facts. And so I need multiple different ways to produce that. So there's 2 other resources that are actually free that I want to share with you. If you've seen my classroom vlogs from this previous year, I have math standards, I can statements, and they were all free. So that is 4th grade math, Common Core standards, I can statements, edible PowerPoint included by Math File Folder Games. That will be linked down below. All of the I can statements really broken down too, so love those. They also come with a visual on the I can statement, which is of course great for the kids. And then 4th grade math Common Core checklists by Dance Party in room 15. I think it's super important in math to keep track of what your students master and what they don't master. So this is just different checklists of each standard, so you can keep track of which students get it and which students don't. That way, when you're doing interventions, you know which kids you have to pull. It's just another way to do it. Goodness. So those are all my Teachers Pay Teachers math resources. If you guys would like to see a video on my favorite science or science and social studies Teachers Pay Teachers resources, let me know down below. Also, if you want to see just general classroom resources like behavior management and different organizational things that I love from Teachers Pay Teachers, then let me know down below as well. Now, let's get into the giveaway. To thank you all for getting me to 1,000 subscribers, I am giving away one of the tabletop art easels from the Target Dollar Spot. It is the blue one, and it comes with the chalkboard and the attachment for the paper roll. It doesn't come with the paper roll, but I struggled finding this, and I know a couple people didn't want to pay $10 for it, especially new teachers when there's other important things they need to buy. I have one, and what I plan on doing with it is using it as at my small group table, so I don't have to hold up my own whiteboard. This will just stand next to me, and the kids it'll already be on display. So if you would like to win this, there are a few things you need to make sure you do. First of all, give this video a big thumbs up because that helps share it with more teachers. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because you have to be a subscriber to win this. I would like you to also go follow my teacher Instagram just to keep up with me in another place. And finally, since this is all about Teachers Pay Teachers resources, I would like you to comment on this video sharing your absolute favorite Teachers Pay Teachers resource with us down below. Now, don't put the link because it'll all come through as spam. So either break up the link so it doesn't come through as spam, or just put the name and the creator so we can all search it. But it doesn't have to be math. Do any of your favorite, all-time favorite Teachers Pay Teachers resources, and if you have more, leave them down below and you will be entered in the giveaway. And I will announce the winner next Wednesday. July 26th, I will let you guys know who won in my video for that week. So yeah, if you have any questions, my email is always down below. And don't forget to subscribe, go follow my Instagram, like this video, share it out. Tell me your all-time favorite Teachers Pay Teachers resource to help us prepare for the new year, since we are all working together here, and I will send this out to the lucky winner. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to go see Daisy's video now and get all of your great resources for ELA as well, and I will see you in my next video.